Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's second down.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I played with that have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team was saying, hey, yeah, we called him the disruptor, and that's carrying forward again.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it on line, but it comes up about a rotation short. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that, too. But it was the crossbar that said otherwise, and that'll deny him a shot at 3.
And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second. Looking to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. Though certainly in a pickle here. They have a mile to go to try to pick up the first. We'll see what they've drawn up. And the pressure gets to him again. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12.
Like how they've started the 3rd quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their 2nd win coming out of the locker room. Taken right around the 44. Breaks through the contact. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. They go play action here on 1st down. And that, nearly picked off. Well, it would have been a great time for their first interception of the game. Instead, it's 2nd down. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down. Inside the 25. 11 yards there, 1st down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Back now in the Rose City of Portland, Oregon. As we've got the final quarter upon us, we get ready to start the 4th. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. He'll try again. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign.
And the Snowhawks are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this fourth quarter.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Washington offense set to take over again. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll look to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
So the completion good for just 3. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. He's been big, 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. On the give, here comes Jackson. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd. The offense on 3rd down, 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
That is caught.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow them to convert a 3rd and 18. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll set up to throw. In trouble, and he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has now received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
And down he goes. A coverage sack. Took too long to get rid of it. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Washington going to send out their punter
as he's on here to punt it away. Fielded at the 20. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
90 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Hands it off out of the gun.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back.
Here's a 2nd and 7.
Now here's a throw. It's complete.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Oh, a lot of contact right there. No call. Maybe got away with one.
What are you doing questioning the contact on that play? Let them play. And, you know, it was a late-game situation. And I think that probably played into it. The officials, they want to let the players determine it down the stretch.
Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts,
as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining.
Here's 1st down. Here's a handoff out of the gun to about the 26 here. Now the Commanders going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts
as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19.
Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout.
And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
2nd down, goal to go.
Now we give up the middle to Williams. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. So now this one's going to rest on the foot of their 2nd-year kicker. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And his kick here is good. And they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter.
Well, that 2nd half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the 2nd half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half with the lead. Losing the game is one thing. Getting shut out in the 2nd half, that's a surprise.
So for Portland, they used a favorable early schedule to their advantage as they move to 2-0. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Dallas Cowboys.
Meanwhile, for the Commanders,
they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina Panthers. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. So long, everybody.